I told you that these federal universities in Brazil are literally begging you to come study for free? There are 2 incredible federal universities in Brazil right now that are accepting international students from around the world with opportunities for scholarships, affordable living, and top quality education. A big shout out to Brazil. In today's video, I will introduce you to the Federal University of Rio Grande do Sul and the Greater Dourados Federal University, 2 prestigious institutions offering programs in diverse fields. That's not all. There's another one which is like a bonus and specific for people looking for courses in administration or related courses. No humongous proof of fund needed, and you can move with your dependent. While some programs even include stipends to support your study. These are not gainsay. I'm a testimony to all of this, and the idea of this channel is to help you navigate it too. I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel. There is a lot of insight you will get from it, and it will be superb if you can turn on your notification bell, because we are in admission season and I don't want you to hear the information late. Give the video a like and kindly bless someone with the information by sharing it. When you do, you're empowering. Stay with me to the very end because I'll break down the exact steps you need to apply, share insider tips for standing out in the selection process, and review while studying in Brazil will be the life-changing decision you've been waiting. Let's get started on making your dream of studying in Brazil a reality. Okay, so the first one on my list is from Federal University of Rio Grande do Sul and is from the postgraduate program in public health. So this is the same program where we have nursing. Nursing is called enfermagem in Portuguese, okay? So this particular one is out and I would want you to prepare, gather all your supporting documents together and apply. One of the beautiful things of this one is that the application is not out yet. It's going to be out on the 7th of February. Okay, so you have between now to this particular date to gather all your supporting documents together. So let's just take a look at the website, and it says Programa de Postgrado em Saúde Coletiva da, the name of the school. This is the name of the school, right? So postgraduate program in public health. So these are some information about the selection process. Okay, so this is just the calendar of how everything is going to occur. Okay, so I also have the PDF for your sake. I've got the PDF. So this is the PDF. So let's just take it gently and read it through. The postgraduate program in public health of the School of Nursing of the Federal University of Rio Grande do Sul makes public the notice of the selection process for admission to masters blah blah blah. So let's go to the most important aspect. Applications will be accepted from graduates of undergraduate courses duly recognized by MEC. Duration and operation of the course. How is it going to be? The workload, the required credit and operation of the master's course, academic in public health, will observe the provision of the program's internal regulation. That is the way they run their programs. That is the same way this one is going to. Very important one. Selection process. Registration will be open from this particular day till 12th. You have just short time, like 1 week to apply. That is why it is very important for you to start gathering your documents right now. Okay, and the application is going to be on this particular link. Okay, the selection process comprises 2 stages. The first stage, the qualifying stage, refers to the written test containing objective questions and essay question. In this essay question, the candidate must build a work intention plan in all of that. That is your proposal, and there will be need for you to also submit your curriculum, latest CV and all of that. But before you start screaming, oh, so how am I going to write the exam because I don't live in Brazil yet? Calm down. Exam is going to be done online for people that are not Brazilian, people that are not residing in Brazil. Not only that, if you are a foreigner, you automatically qualified for exemption in the registration fee, okay, because there is a registration fee attached to it. But look at these guys. Foreign candidates who wish to apply for the vacancy listed must meet all the requirements. Okay, that is your CV. You must have CV, you must have done your first degree, you must you must have proposal, all of that. However, foreign candidates will be automatically exempted of registration fee. Once again, this one is starting on the 7th of February and on the 12th is going to end. Please make sure that you start gathering your supporting documents. You are not a nurse, I know. What about you sending it to someone that you feel will be interested, right? So I already showed you the calendar of the process, the admission process earlier on. I'm still just going to show it again so that we can have better understanding. But one thing that is very, very important is for you to look at the supervisor so that you can prepare a tailor-made proposal that tallies with one or two of the professors. That could be a potential potential supervisor. I'm still going to leave a link to this particular document so that you can read it thoroughly. Okay, for the sake of this video, I am not just reading everything line by line. These are the names of the professors from the department, and these are the numbers of students each of them would supervise. The truth is that, don't say it to anybody though, they are looking for foreigners. That's just the truth. So the selection process, like I mentioned earlier, there's going to be like a written test, which your own will be administered online. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I already got the right information from them that if a foreigner is interested, the person should go ahead and the examination or the assessment is going to be done online. Okay, so I don't really know the detail or the modality, but it's going to be done online. It could just be like interview, like oral interview for you. So, but those people that are in Brazil, they will definitely have to do the test. Okay, and the test is going to be on the 23rd of February. Okay, and at a location which will be determined. In your own case, it will be it will be via any of these, maybe Google Meet or Team, whichever one, which will be communicated to you when it is time. Candidates who require special conditions to take the test must send form available in Annex 2. I think it is important for you to, if you are applying and you are not in Brazil, you should fill this form. There's a form titled Annex 2, okay? On this particular document we are reading, so you fill it and you will tell them why you actually need the different service. Okay, so the differentiated service will consist of reading inspector, transcription inspector, enlarged test, access and table for wheelchair users, additional time to take the test, and space for breastfeeding or other need to be analyzed by the selection process. Now, there are some documents you must send along with Annex 2. If you are requesting, the candidate must send at the time of registration legible document which proves the condition. So in this case, you are in Ghana, for example, you must attach your house address or any bills or any document that has your name, like bills that have your name, so for them to really believe that this person is actually. And you can also, as a foreigner, once you attach your passport, but that's not enough. Please don't use your passport alone, because there are foreigners that are in Brazil that have passport. But you can use a bill, like a recent bill that has your name in it. So send it to them. I can bet it with you, your assessment is going to be done online. There will be no issues with that. So guys, take a look and read all of these things very well yourself. Now, these are these items, like item 1 to 7, are what they are going to be looking at in your CV. All of that. Articles, okay, do you have articles? Do you have presentation? Do you have any oral presentation you've done? How many scientific events have you attended? All of these things. Do you have teaching experience? Do you have work experience? Have you done your residency? As a nurse, you must have done all of that. Qualified nurse must have done residency. So have you done residency? Have you been working? How many years of work experience do you have? Then do you have scientific initiation or scholarship or station? All of that. Do you know what is called scientific initiation? Scientific initiation is a kind of program you go through, especially in Brazil, before you start your master. So when you are rounding up your first degree, you would have you like kind of enroll yourself under someone you like his area of research. So you'll be learning from the person, you'll be going to the person's lab, and the person is going to be giving you assignment. So once you are done, in fact, before you finish, you will have learned a lot of things from this person. So this is what is called scientific initiation, and it is very common in Brazil. So guys, try as much as possible. Make sure you submit your application very fast. This is the calendar of the selection process, or the selection process schedule. So like I said, it's going to start on the 7th. Registration and payment, request for exemption, but for international students, you're already exempted. Result of exemption granted, it will be published. Preliminary announcement of registration. Those people that submit their registration, they will first if you qualify, they will first do homologação. They will publish the names. So before we get to all of this stages. Okay, so guys, I'm wishing you the best of luck. I want to be hearing oh, I got it very soon, because from the end of month of February we should be getting results. All these applications we've been talking about, most of them will be releasing results. So I want you to be part of those people that will be saying, yes, I got it, to the glory of God. So guys, I'm rooting for you, and I want you to put everything you need together and apply for this. Thank you. So let's go to the second one. Okay guys, so the second university is called Federal University of Grande, Dourados. Okay, Federal University, the two universities are actually Grande. So this one too is Federal University of Grande, Dourados, and they have 15 masters and doctorate courses. When I say 15, I'm not saying they're looking for 15 people. They have like 15 different courses, 15 different programs, okay, which we are going to be looking at. And let's take a look. Applications must be submitted online by the deadline set by the schedule for each program, each postgraduate program. So what it means is that there are different programs under this call, and you must check the one that resonates with you so that you can check the deadline. Some of them, majority of them, do not have the same application deadline. So I want you to look at your own critically so that you can know the one that applies to you. But let's just have a brief let's just get familiar a little bit with the process. The Federal University of Grande, Dourados is accepting applications for 10 postgraduate programs which offer 15 masters and doctorate courses in the in-person modality, covering various areas of knowledge. Registration is free. Do you like that? And must be completed exclusively online via this link, which you're going to see in the description box of this video, following the guidelines described in the specific notice for each course. Now, let's look at the program. The first one is agribusiness, anthropology, biotechnology, biodiversity, food science and technology, earth sciences, entomology, biodiversity conservation, geography, chemistry in association, and animal science. Okay, so before I proceed, if you've not seen your course, since I've been talking about most of these things, if you have not seen the one that this is what you want to do, drop it in the comment section and I'm going to bring it for you. Okay, by the grace of God. Let's continue. Most courses started the application period in October last year. However, the deadline for submitting applications varies according, just like I said earlier. Therefore, half of the courses are scheduled to the end of January and February, while the others have already completed this stage. What are the selection process? The selection process may include steps such as cover letter, research project, interview, knowledge test, analysis of the latest CV with emphasis on scientific production, and a foreign language proficiency exam. That is, if you don't speak English. Candidates may also choose at the time of registration to complete for vacancies reserved for Black people and Brown, Indigenous people, and people with disabilities in accordance with a particular resolution. Okay, so what they are trying to say here about the deadline is that there are some programs that are kind of closed, or they are very close to the date that the application is going to close, while some is still going to be extended to like end of February. But whichever one, just before you start, you have to look at all of this one after the other. Okay, so there is a table I'm just going to show us right now for us, because there's a PDF. This is just from the website of the school. Now I was able to also get a PDF of this application that we are talking about. So let's take a look at one. So this is Greater Dourados Federal University Foundation. So this particular one is for agribusiness. So I downloaded the one for agribusiness and I kind of look at the selection process. In the agribusiness, they say they are looking for 15 vacancies. 14 vacancies. They wrote 14, they wrote 15. Anyways, 14, 15 will be made available for admission to master's degree, and 11 places for admission to doctorates, with 20% of this reserved for quotas, distributed as detailed below in item 1.2. So the item 1.2 for the masters there will be like 12 for wide competition. If you are black or brown, there's going to be like 1 quota for you. If you are vacancy for people that are of indigenous, 1 vacancy for people with deficiency, 1. The total is 15. So that means that here what we saw here is supposed to be 15, not 14. Okay, going on, PhD is going to be 9, which is going to be like 4. Don't forget the total for PhD is 11. So 9 for wide competition, that is general, while 1, and there's nothing for people of deficiency. Okay, so these are the supervisors you can contact. Mind you, the application does not say it is there's something they call compulsory. When something is obligatory in Portuguese, when something is compulsory, you call it obligatory. So, but it is not compulsory. Okay, so but just to kind of initiate, you can start to talk to a professor. Even though you are not going to do anything with the professor, you are trying to create some academic, you are trying to make academic friends. Okay, friends in that, and this person could help you one time or the other. I remember before I came to Brazil, I already have a professor at the Federal University in Rio who said I should come to her lab. She sent me invitation letter. She sent me her passport so that I can submit it along with my document. She sent me so many personal information about her. Okay, she works in a particular lab in Brazil, and eventually I didn't go, because I was still looking for another scholarship that would make more sense. And eventually I stumbled on the one through which I came to Brazil. But that does not cut the relationship. To even make it, to my surprise, I realized that this professor has once been a visiting professor in the particular lab where I am doing my PhD right now. You can imagine if I had broken that friendship, and she gets to know that, oh, this guy is actually doing this in this part, it will sound somehow. So you can make academic friends, it doesn't matter. So that's it, guys. This particular one is for postgraduate program in agribusiness. Like I told you, each one of them have their own requirements, and this, oh my god, saying my session. So at this is where you're going to see everything like in detail, but let me just digress a bit. This particular one is for visiting professor. If you finish your master's or PhD and you are looking for, and you already know how to communicate at least at intermediate level, and you are looking for teaching job, you can apply for all of this. Look at their qualifications. For example, for the master, for the mathematics, it can be what's it called, masters, like someone with qualification, that someone with master's degree. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that is job in Brazil. Just get what you need to. Just get what is required, and the number one is the language. Don't forget, if you're planning to come to Brazil, there's a need for you to learn Portuguese. It is very, very important. I cannot overemphasize it. I need to be mentioning it in every video I'm making. Try as much as possible to learn Portuguese. And if you would like me to share with you platforms or opportunity through which you can learn Portuguese, kindly drop a comment in the in the comment section. Okay, so because it is very, very important. Almost everything that you're going to do in Brazil, they are hinging on your ability to speak Portuguese. Okay, so guys, this from this first one to this one is for people looking for a job, but we are looking for our own is the regular student, and regular. So if whichever one that is your course here, like agribusiness, chemical science, whatever it is, geography, biotechnology and biodiversity, science and health, science, technology, food technology, food science and technology, ciência e tecnologia de alimentos, chemical and zoology. So whichever one it is that you are looking for, just click. So I've translated it to English so that you can see it very well. Degree in food science, degree in Earth Sciences, PhD in Earth Sciences, Biotechnology and Biodiversity, Geography, degree in Entomology, Biodiversity, whichever one that is your area of interest. Try to do one thing. The first thing you're going to do is to look at the start and the registration. So majority of those ones under as expire, just like we read earlier. You can see majority of them as expire, while some of, so majority of them will be expiring this week. Look, 26th of January, 26th, 27th, on and on like that. Today is 26th. Today Monday is 27th. Okay, so most of them they are going to be expiring, but you might not need to. If your area is within this area, you can try. That is, if you have the supporting document already, because the application is free. But if your area is within this part, you are very lucky, because majority of them, this one is even going to end in March. This one February, January. Okay, so for the visiting professor, those ones are for visiting professor. So guys, so if you want to get detail of each of them, for example, I clicked for agribusiness, master degree in agribusiness. If you click this announcement, it will open this part for you. So it will open this part. So once it's open, or it will automatically download that part. So once it's downloaded, you can translate it so that you can also have better understanding of the requirements and the selection processes. Okay, so these are the two universities I am going to show you, but that's not all. There is a bonus, just like I mentioned from the beginning, especially for those people that are looking for administration related course. And the school I'm taking you to is no any other school than this world recognized university. And what they right now, they said the postgraduate program in administration at Centro Universitario FEI is comprised of masters and doctorate course in administration. The program focuses on innovation management and has 3 lines of research. You can read all of that. The lines of research are social transformation management, entrepreneurship and marketing, operation and sustainable management. Okay, so you can just read about all of that. So, but most importantly, FEI Masters in Administration is aimed at both students who are available or dedicate themselves full-time, as well as professionals who work in the job market. Classes begin in March and August and are held on Monday afternoons and evening, on and on like that. So you can look for areas of concentration by this part. These are the areas of, so you can look for investment and scholarship. Let's look at the scholarship that is available. Masters and doctorate program administration are supported by CAPES, which provides some scholarship for students to dedicate themselves partially or fully to the postgraduate program. FEE also offers scholarship to exempt students from paying tuition fees. Students interested in obtaining a scholarship must submit a request at the time of enrollment. The criteria for granting the scholarship are based on the academic achievement of the candidate or the students. Therefore, information such as academic records before or after entering the program, quality of previous education, previous academic achievement, and performance in the selection process are analyzed to determine the allocation of scholarships. Applications are analyzed by the program scholarship committee, which is made up of student and professor from postgraduate program in administration. So if you're actually looking for a way to migrate to Brazil, this shouldn't be like a big deal to you, right? Because like I've said earlier on, this is one of the shortest route. This is one of the easiest route. If you want to come to Brazil, come under the academic route. Okay, and this the beautiful thing is that this money is not, you are not expected to pay this money at once. You can pay it instrumentally. Okay, they can spread it for you and you'll be paying it instrumentally, and that's one of the beautiful things according to the information I gathered about this particular university. Okay, so there's also let me read. There's also the option of obtaining educational credit for postgraduate studies. Although it is not a scholarship, educational credit allows students to finance their training under very favorable conditions. Do you hear that? Since the system adopted by FEI operate by charging a non-capitalized administrative fee instead of capitalized interest. So for more information, you can click here. So guys, this is all I have for you today concerning the different application and from the different universities in Brazil. Once again, I am rooting for you, and I'm praying that very soon good success is what will be your testimony in the name of Jesus. So thank you guys, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. If you are yet to subscribe, please kindly do, because there are a lot of insight that I'm going to be sharing with you in the coming days. Till the next video, ciao ciao.